In this video, I am breaking down how pain actually develops over time and why most people and doctors are treating the wrong problem. I didn't know that could come out of that. Pain is usually the last thing that shows up. Most people think their pain just showed up one day. It didn't. It's called the domino effect. Your body doesn't just break overnight. One thing happens and then another until eventually the last domino falls. And that's when you feel pain. My job is not to treat the last domino. It's to find the first one that fell. And most people have no idea where that is. So let's give you an example of domino effect. I see this all the time in my office. Patients come in with primarily neck pain or back pain. That's pretty easy. Neck, knees, elbows, all those things can be thrown in there too. But let's start with neck and back pain. So people go, I was sleeping badly the other day and so my neck hurts from that. Very well could be. But it's not just that one bad sleep that caused it. And you guys know this already. It's what happened before that, or the dominoes before the sleep. So we look back and go, okay, so what happened maybe 2 years ago? What happened 4 years ago? And you're like, why does that matter? Well, say somebody was in an accident, generally 2 years before they come see me. If they've had poor treatment or no treatment after an auto accident, even the most minor, you'll see a repercussion a couple years later. I call it the 2-year thing. And it's pretty much always happens that way, but it can be other things. It doesn't have to be that way, but I see that a lot. We can go back even further. How long have you been sleeping bad? Well, I've been sleeping bad just since I had the back pain 2 days ago. No, let's talk about how long since you've had a refreshing sleep. And they go, it's been 20 years since high school. Well, then I start going, what happened there? Maybe there's some kind of childhood issue that may lead to the problem we have now. I mean, there's also things like digestive issues. And you're like, well, how does digestion and chiropractic go together? Digestive issues are a clue of how long you've had problems. So if you have irritable bowel syndrome, if you have bloating, if you have acid reflux, those things can be traced back to when the origin of this issue came. And why is that important? We can look at falls, traumas, we can look at difficult births. All those things matter, again, leading us to a what? Domino effect, that we want to find out how this has fallen apart over the years. Why is that important? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse those dominoes, and sometimes we have to live through the reverse. We call that the regression. I'm sorry, I forgot. We call it regression. So you regress through the previous dominoes to get to the core, the first one. Once we eliminate that, we fix you. Anyways, that's the domino effect. The first visit tells me almost everything I need to know. I spend an hour with my new patients, sometimes longer. Not because I'm slow, because I'm looking for something specific. I'm mapping your entire history. Injuries, accidents, surgeries, stress, even changes in sleep, anxiety, and digestion, because your body doesn't forget anything. I'm lining up those dominoes that led you here. Your body gives you clues before it gives you pain. When we sit down for the first visit, we're going to do a history, we're going to do an exam and take x-rays. But the history is where I learn all the clues that are important. Of course, I want to hear your take on where your pain is coming from, what you think is going on. But again, I'm going to go back through the dominoes and figure out what is really going on, meaning how long has this been going on? What kind of traumas have you had over your life? Is there any genetic component here? Is there a sleep problem? Is there a digestive problem? Is there a fall or trauma? All those things matter, and we're going to find those out in the history. I'll go back all the way to your childhood if I need to, but that's a very important thing to do. Be ready to explain what's going on in your life. If you want to write it down before you even come in, even better. Pain is usually the last symptom, not the first. Before pain, your body gives us signals. Bad sleep, anxiety, digestive issues, tightness, and stiffness. These are early dominoes. If you ignore those, your body just gets louder. So I have a funny joke I tell in my office all the time. God will eventually bring you to me. What does that mean? Well, people are in denial for years and years and years about the little pains they have, and they think that all the stuff they've heard online by doctors, by friends, exercise more, stretch more, take this medication, maybe even surgery. Let's try all this stuff that conventionally makes sense. but they don't. Because why? Because most medicine, chiropractors, and people look for the symptom, to calm the symptom down, not look for the cause. And the domino effect allows us to figure out where the original cause is. And I hope that makes sense. And so we talk about your body getting louder because eventually it'll get so loud that you'll find my videos and you'll come to me because you go, nothing else seems to work and this guy seems to have some hocus pocus that works. So be prepared to share. The more you share, the more I can figure out what that first domino is. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys love this content. If your problem took 10 years to build, it's not getting fixed in a week because your body has been adapting the entire time. Posture, movement, muscle memory. This doesn't just reset overnight. It's not just treating pain. It's unwinding years of compensation. So let's talk about time and adaptation. So time is the idea that it takes time for these dominoes to fall over so that you eventually come to me. Again, we've talked about this many times already in this video. So it takes time for you to realize that possibly we need to look for the origin of the problem. So it's not going to get fixed overnight. Why? Because it's been going on for years. Now we'll talk about adaptation. So say, I always use this example. So say you have a knee problem. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to limp, limp, limp. Eventually your knee pain's going to go away, but what's going to happen? Your back's going to start hurting from what? Limping. And then, or maybe your ankle's going to hurt. Or maybe your neck because you sleep weird in bed. Because why? Because you don't want to have that knee pain or you want to avoid that back pain. So adaptation is the dominoes. And so every time we see an adaptation, we know there's another domino that's falling and I need to go investigate that. And so that's why we need to backtrack through all these things eventually to unwind your bad habits that you've created because of adapting. Hope that makes sense. This is what I actually look for on x-rays. Your spine tells a story. Most people see bones. I see patterns. Arthritis tells me where stress has been living. Curve changes show me how your body adapted. Load patterns tell me where things are breaking down. This isn't just an image. It's a timeline of things your body has been through. Okay, we're going to do an example of a patient that I've seen just a couple weeks ago, and we're going to start from the top here. You can see this 3.8 millimeter right imbalance, and so the body's going this way, and that's the first leverage point in our body. I'm looking for this, again, another clue in the domino effect of telling me where to look for. Again, my focus is neck balanced chiropractic, so I'm always going to look for where the balance point is in the body. When this is off, it creates abnormal leverage to the lower part of the body, creating tension or torque to that body. Now the crazy part about him is that his left shoulder over here is lower than his right shoulder. So that means his body is leaning to the left, but his head is leaning to the right. You can almost see how his middle of his head is leaning to the right. Why is that important? That is a very hard thing to do. Our bodies want to go to where gravity is leaning, and for him to go against that, that means there's a lot of neurological components to this. It means there's a lot to unwind with him. This arrow points to his TMJ. Tension in your jaw can create tension in your neck, and so that's a very important thing to look at. Again, all these together are clues of where to look. As you unwind or reverse or regress through the domino effect, you will see these things change. And so some are more important than others, but they're all, again, crumbs for the bigger meal that we're going to try to help this gentleman with. So here we're going to look for his lower back here. You can see his right leg is shorter than his left leg. That is 4.2 millimeters shorter. He also has a pelvic rotation here of 5.5 millimeters. And you can see arthritis developing here. These wear points are important because wear points tell us where he is impacting. The pressure is being exerted on his body. And those, again, are clues to fixing his body. Now, this is an interesting one. See the color of his bones here? You see how dark and white this bone is right here? Dark meaning whiter. It's whiter than this one. That tells me this is undergoing arthritis changes or compression. And you can see from the side view, he has a thing called a spondylolisthesis, and I'll explain that in a minute. But this bone is undergoing tons and tons of pressure, which is creating this whiteness or this bone density to increase. This arrow points to constipation. Again, more clues. Here's more clues of constipation a visceral or a organ component of what's going on neurologically to his body. Now we're going to go to the side view here. Here's a grade 1 spondylolisthesis, and what that means is this bone right here has moved forward on that bone. You can see a space here. These bones should line up in the back. They line up, and you can see this one doesn't line up. You can look this up on Google, and it'll explain it even more depth. That's called a grade 1 spondylolisthesis. Now, because of this distortion, you can see how the end plates here are getting whiter, and you can see how narrow this disc space is. See how wide it is here? That should be double the size of what it is right here, and it should be almost this size, okay? Here's the constipation again. Here up here is arthritis. Again, lots and lots of pressure being exerted on his spine, and those are clues to how much imbalance he has in his body, how much torque is being exerted on his body. Last view here is his neck, and you can see bony fragments in the spine. And what are bony fragments? Those are pieces of bone that have broken off, grown inside his soft tissue again, because of exerting forces. And so those forces have created these white little bones in here, okay? You can see all this. This is how the bone should look, nice and smooth. You can see this little ski jump right here, that's arthritis. You can see how deranged all this is arthritis. More arthritis. This bone is pretty normal down here. And the reason I point this out, again, it's another clue of where to work on this gentleman. This is where all his problems are being exerted. The force, the magnitude of his skull on his body is grinding away on these discs, which is creating this abnormality. This is not the cause of his problem. This is a symptom. Lastly, I'll look at his atlas. His atlas is not in that bad a shape. Maybe 1/8 wear. It should be a round button back here. I always look to see how much it's being impacted. Not as much wear as I think. Our issue is some kind of probably traumatic issue back here, because this is not a general consensus. This is not a general plan of how things work. Generally it has some atlas component, but again, we are looking for clues. Now this curve right here, this line right here is the way his spine should be, so I point an arrow to where I'm going to adjust on him. I hope this explanation of this particular patient helps understand why it's so important to take x-rays. Thanks for watching, guys. By the time it hurts, you're already kind of late. Pain doesn't start when you feel it. It starts years earlier, when your body begins adapting. Most care focuses on where it hurts. I focus on where it starts, because by the time you feel pain, you're already dealing with the last domino. So I think you know by now that the domino effect is a big deal. So let's finally talk about the last big part of this, symptoms. Symptoms versus the cause. Again, our system of healthcare in this country is all built on chasing symptoms. Many chiropractors do that too. Not a lot want to do the hard work of looking for the cause. Why? Because it takes a lot of effort mentally to understand that we're thinking outside the box. As I always say, it's hard to admit as a patient that you have been wrong about your issue for so many years that you finally have to break down and come to me. So it's hard to let go of like, oh, I know I need to exercise more. Oh, I need to lose weight more. Oh, I need to change my diet. Well, you've tried all that crap and it hasn't worked. So that's why looking for the cause biomechanically, or we call it balance, neurological balance, is the most important thing. And that's why I give such long explanations and show such long footage about this, because it's hard to comprehend. But these are the little tidbits, the crumbs that get us to the Tootsie Roll center, as I say. I hope you've enjoyed this content. It's been a lot of fun to make. Most people are only looking at the last domino. My job is to figure out where yours started.